Hey everybody, it's the Review Revolution, back at you again with another Double Feature Friday. Because I'm sure most of you are out seeing Iron Man, I'm going to go later here as soon as I wrap this up. And because I haven't done really a whole lot of Simpsons merchandise, I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of show off a really nice, really neat collection from the Simpsons comic story. Now, this isn't actually just for The Simpsons, because, as I'm sure you can see, this is the Simpsons Futurama crossover crisis. Yes. So, just like the Flintstones and their counterparts, the Jetsons, so The Simpsons meet Futurama. I'd love to see them make a DVD of this. That would be cool. If they'll ever get away with it, who knows? But I would love to see it. This is a collection of the comic stories kind of bundled together in what some might call a graphic novel. But this is a really nice collector's edition because it has a hard slipcover over the front that on the one side you can see Homer, Maggie, Bart, Marge, Lisa, Apu staring through the vortex at the cast of Futurama. Flipping over, we can see Hermes, Fry, Leela, Nibbler, Bender, Zoidberg staring at the Simpsons. So, crossover crisis indeed. When we take the book out of the slipcover, we get a slightly larger view of the cast from The Simpsons or of Futurama. Take your pick. And the whole book, I mean, it really is just kind of this nice collection of, let me kind of move around here, nice collection of comics with some neat little artwork and even a few bonuses thrown in. The chapters include Somewhere in the Brainbow, Liquid Diamond is Forever, an interlude, Hail to the Cat, which is just one of the Simpson comic stories, Slaves of New York, The Reed Menace, and another interlude, Chili Chili Bang Bang, which actually harkens back to an early Simpsons episode. There's the cover art and some rough drawings and some really nice concept arts that are in there. And that's just a really good thing to get the mood set. Got Fry and Bart on flying hoverboards right next to the Springfield power plant. Really nice. The story really is that The Simpsons and Futurama do not exist in the same universe. They're actually two different realities. But in each reality, they do exist. The Simpsons exist in the Futurama reality as a comic and video game story. And for anyone who may have seen the episode, I'm not going to remember it, where they go to a comic convention, Matt Groening is on The Simpsons with a sign behind him saying "Creator of the Simpsons" or "Creator of Futurama." So Futurama is a television show in The Simpsons. So no, they don't truly exist for real, but they're still there and as fictional characters to themselves. For people who remember the Futurama show, you remember the giant brains. And that whenever they read a book or a story, they're able to bring it to reality. And that's how they send Bender and the others to Springfield. And just from the get-go, I mean, we get to see the pairing up of all the characters. We see Bender with Homer at Moe's Tavern. See Scruffy, the janitor from the Planet Express building with groundskeeper's Willie. Bart with Fry. Zoidberg and Hermes. And Hermes with Smithers. Marge finds Nibbler, much to Maggie's dismay. And I believe that Lisa becomes friends with Leela. Kind of the awkward child out sort of thing. And so our characters meet. Professor Farnsworth gets dragged off to the old age home, and Bender is kicked out of Moe's for doing something to the love testing machine. And that little flirt started it. Again, what I really enjoy is how we see these characters. You know, the dotty old men are there, but behind being just a dotty old man, Professor Farnsworth is a genius. So of course, Professor Fink has to be there. So you can kind of see how one character or one set of characters really is just kind of an amalgam, and that's a good example, an amalgam of others. Well, the story kind of goes, they meet, they determine what the problem is, and they're able to get loose, of course, only to find themselves back in New York, still kind of blended together. And this is actually a good one because we do see Mom with Mr. Burns, which is kind of an important part of the story. See Zap Brannigan with Bart's teacher. Preacher Bot with Reverend Lovejoy. Oh, the Mafia robots against the Don and his guys. Robot Devil with Flanders. So you can really kind of see, again, kind of the pairing up of the characters. There's Morbo and Kent Brockman. It's nice to see Cletus, though I don't think that alien is a good equivalent. But it is nice to see Cletus. Oh, and my favorite is Mo finally thrilled to find a suicide booth. You know, for people who know the character, you know he's always trying to commit suicide. Here's the Hail to the Cat, and this is just, like I said, a separate comic, separate Simpsons comic. Make it to the Slaves of New York. And here we see the Simpsons characters kind of adjusting to life in 3001. Mo getting a crank call from Bender and Bart. And as I mentioned before, kind of an important moment, Mom with Mr. Burns. The two bad guys. You know, if you're a Simpsons fan, if you really enjoyed The Simpsons, if you think Futurama died too early, the comics really are actually a lot of fun, and they're told pretty well. The only thing I don't like about them is that when I do look at them and I do read them, it makes me realize how much I wish these were back, how much Futurama was back on the air. I mean, it's such a tragedy that show got cut as short as it did, with so many great stories that are left to be told. Here's some of the artwork. Bender versus Homer. Some really nice portraits or paintings. It's a good one. Oh, it also comes with the Simpsons comic, The Amazing Colossal Homer. So just a bonus comic, the #1 Simpsons comic, a reprinting. But again, for anyone who's a Simpsons fan, if you like Futurama, I'd say definitely worth a pickup. For now, though, I certainly certainly hope you enjoyed watching. This is the Review Revolution saying rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.